So, I have been working on this one poem for so many months because I didn't want it to come across like I wasn't attempting to hear both sides of the story. Um, so, it's been a long time, but I think it's finally ready. But this poem is called Dear Brilliance, and it's sort of about a conversation that I had with a particular human being. So, as I read this poem, I'm not trying to say that everyone is like this. Um, I just know there are people who think similarly to this person. So, anyway, this poem is called Dear Brilliance, and I hope you like it. Dear Brilliant Boy, I know there are most likely others like you. Big boys called brilliant, formulating arguments, polished pieces perfected to become brilliant boasts of backwards thinking. I don't want to mother you, tell you you're wrong, all boys are sadists and should die in a pit of fire. I don't believe that. I understand that you don't understand. You may be stubborn and slow to learn, never mind your sisters. I just cannot grasp how you live your life. Brilliant boy, you snap quick judgments, let words flow like a symphony from your lips. It sounds beautiful. It sounds right. But you play all the wrong notes. I was foolish. Foolish to allow my anger to captivate me. I didn't understand how you couldn't understand a story you never had the privilege of understanding. I'm sorry. You see, you brilliantly boast about statistics, say you know what it's like to be my kind of terrified with your broken bones and bruises. You compare it to sexual assault. Say my fears are trivial, we are the same. But you don't know what it is like being followed in broad daylight, followed down a long street, stared at in the reflection of the windows we pass, matching every footstep no matter which direction we swerve in this crowd. Our heart is pumping and he is still there. Our minds spiral to the worst because there is no other way this could be headed. You see, me and my friends share stories you may think are trivial, but you, brilliant boy, act as though you live a life free of getting leered at, watched and whistled at, grabbed in a crowded subway and told it was an accident. Or maybe it wasn't, because the triumph in their eyes share a different story. Brilliant boy, I do not mean to demoralize the worth of your broken bones and bruises, but I do mean to say that my fear is equally worthy of attention. Because sexual assault is not trivial. Memes and jokes do not make my potential loss okay. I honestly pity you. Because brilliant boy with beautiful words, despite your sisters, despite you pretending to be a gentleman, walking girls home in the dark because it is not safe, despite all of your supposed wisdom, you look at a mirror and tell us that is what life looks like. The life of a brilliant boy. So that was my poem, Dear Brilliance. I've been a little nervous to share this one, particularly because it does talk about some things that are controversial, at least in some areas of the world. So, I do not mean to offend anyone with this. This is purely based off of a conversation that I had with one particular person, and I have heard other people say similar things to this. So, anyway, this is not classifying an entire gender. This is just, yeah. Anyway, I hope that you liked this poem. And if you didn't, that's okay. But, yeah. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are in the world. And thank you for listening.